Hello to everybody, to my salt sisters and brothers in the Lord. Today is the 8th of September, and I'm just thrilled to be back to speak with you all. I've really missed you, but I felt that the Lord has just given me a bit of a rest time. I haven't had as many dreams and visions, but this particular vision I'm going to share with you today is one that He gave me probably about a week and a half ago, and I've been praying about it and just asking for wisdom before I bring it to you. And I was also asking for a scripture to go with it, just to give me confirmation of the meaning of it. And then last night, He gave me a little miracle and provided the scripture. I was speaking on the phone to a family member, and she was sharing the things He was doing in her life. And she said, I found this amazing scripture. And she told me the verses, and I just wrote it on a piece of paper. And I didn't really know what it was about, but I just thought I'll go and look it up later because she was so excited about it. It never occurred to me until about an hour later, when I was asking the Lord for a scripture again, that I felt in my spirit He said, you already have it. And I thought, Lord, what scripture have I got? And then it occurred to me that I'd written this scripture, Acts 17, verses 27, down on a piece of paper. And so this evening, when I was thinking once again about doing this video, I thought I'd better look up that verse and see if it's at all relevant. And brothers and sisters, I think you'll agree it's so amazingly relevant. Now the reason that I'm showing you these shields is this is similar to what I saw in my vision. How it started was I saw a door, and then as the door opened, inside the door, from the floor level right to the ceiling, were many, many shields in this sort of shape, and they were all different colours and designs. And I knew that the shields represented many different countries in the world. And the other thing that really struck me in the vision was that the shields were directly inside the doorway, so you could not step into the room because they butted right up to the frame of the door. So they were right in the door, directly in the door. You couldn't even take a footstep inside that room because the shields were right there. So as I was thinking about the vision, what occurred to me was the Lord was saying that the shields represented many countries in the world, and also we all know that a shield represents battle. Shields are used to keep people safe in a battle. So I believe that as I thought about it more and more, I believed that the Lord was saying that directly in front of us, right inside the door, is a battle. A battle is coming, and that it's not just going to be one or two countries, but it's going to be many countries of the world. So that is what I thought initially, but I wanted that scripture to be sure that that's what He was meaning. And now I would love to share with you the scripture that He gave me. Now please forgive the handwritten scripture because I am not at home and I haven't got a Bible with me, but these are the verses. And when I looked it up, I felt that verse 26 was also relevant to us. So it's Acts 17, verses 26 and 27 from the New King James Version. And it reads, And He has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings, so that they should seek Him, the Lord, in the hope that they might grope for Him and find Him. Now I couldn't believe it when I saw the verse, because it's talking about all the different nations. And it's talking about God giving them pre-appointed times and boundaries for where they live. And I just felt that was so relevant to this vision about the different nations with the shields. And I wondered whether the scripture is meaning that the men of nations are going to try and step outside the boundaries that the Lord has set for them and try to seize boundaries of other countries. And I felt the Lord is probably saying too that this is a pre-appointed time that He has set for this time in history, in these end times in biblical history, where the nations are going to come against one another, that they are going to step outside their boundaries, and that also the Lord is going to do this so that they should seek Him, as it says in that verse 27, that they should seek the Lord, that in hope they might grope for Him and find Him. So, brothers and sisters, I'd be interested in your comment, but do you think the Lord is saying this battle will bring the nations against one another, but it will also lead them to the Lord? That during this terrible time in history, they might seek His face, they might grope for Him and find Him. And just before I go, I'd like to just read a little bit further down to a bit more of the verse where it speaks more of hope. And it says, He is not far from each one of us, for in Him we live and move and have our being. So that little piece, I think that's also verse 27 or 28. It's speaking of how He is not far from us, and that if we would only seek Him in the times of trial, we will find Him. And I think this is a vision to give us a warning, but also a vision to let us know that it is His pre-appointed time, and that through this men will be led to Him. So I'm really looking forward to hearing from you, hearing what you think that the Lord might have meant with this vision, but just to speak to you again, because it's been a while. I just hope in these last few weeks, probably a month or two even, that you have had many times of blessing, and that you are well. So God bless you for now. Bye.